There you go.
There you go. Welcome to the Bob and Tam Show tonight.
And our excellent adventures.
Yep, this is an unscheduled live that we're going to be going on tonight. And the reason is because we're going to be talking about a giveaway that we're going to be giving away next week on Thursday. So we're going to tell you a little bit about that tonight. And we'll wait for a few people to come on. It's going to be all about Daytona. So if you haven't made any plans at this moment and like, I don't know if I want to go to Daytona or not. What we've got is Camp Easy Ride. He's got a setup there at Crazy Horse Campground, which is a really nice place. They've got some really nice showers, the bathrooms. We actually reviewed it. It was last year, the year before. Went through there, and it's a really nice place. It's right there on the corner of International Drive, where the Speedway's at. And
Tomato Farm.
Yep. Right where you turn to go out to Cabbage Patch and all that kind of stuff. So it's right there on the corner. They also have the flea market that's going on there too during that time. And pretty nice. Not a whole lot of shade, but a lot of grass. So it's not going to be so muddy and things like that can happen down there at the other end of the road.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep, and the bathrooms are a little bit nicer. We've been in there and checked them out. So what we're going to end up be doing is we're going to give you
and Devin on Facebook.
I don't know how you even say that we're giving away. You get to stay at Camp
Easy Ride.
Yep, Camp Easy Ride. They're at Crazy Horse Campground. And we're going to cover, what they're doing is they're throwing in all their hoopla. So you get the tent and read off all the exciting things that they're going to get.
All right, let me do Larry just purchased, if anybody watched the video that came out today, the charger that we did. So Larry
That's pretty neat. I'm pretty excited about it. It's something that company contacted me on, and
Ken? How you doing, Ken?
One of the things I like is by buying things through Amazon, because if you always don't like it, you can always send it back. But this place actually gives you a 30-day warranty. So actually it was a pretty good product, and I was pretty pleased with it. And we're actually going to be taking it with us all
on our trip this time.
All summer long and spring and all that. And if we need to jump something, it'll be there to jump it.
Yep, because we needed that when we were down in Lake of the Ozarks in Branson, Missouri, and the truck died.
So I bought one, I don't know, from Walmart. The guy that actually jumped my truck, I had one from Walmart, and I paid like $100 and something for that thing. And
$159.
I don't think it's that great of a thing to start with. And then when I got this one was a whole lot better, and I really like this one. It's a pretty neat setup. Smaller. And it's also, it's just sticking on the door panel of the truck or in the bike. So that video came up this morning. So check that out if you guys want to see that. We've got a series. We're going to be doing a few things that we're recommending. I got something I did to my bike. That video will be coming up here maybe Saturday morning. I finally got it all done today, got it all installed. Something I've been kind of thinking about for a long time to put on. Got that kickstand put on the bike.
No more loosey-goosey Rider X.
Got that fixed up. We got the air filter on there, which is not a big deal, but it was laying there in the box. I'm like, hey, let me put that on. We're going to the dump tomorrow to dump trash. So,
well, from Sturgis last year, if y'all recall, it didn't rain, so it was very dusty, so it needed to be changed, I'm sure. So Clint's on.
So we're going to talk a little bit about tonight. It's going to be just a short live tonight. We probably won't be on less than an hour, maybe less than 30 minutes, to kind of explain what we're going to do and how you can win this. So it's going to be something that's going to be given away because, heck, we're down to less than 30 days to Daytona starts. It's like 29 days now. So it's coming up a lot quicker than we think. We should be, if all goes well, we're hoping to pull out here next week and start heading that way. Watching the weather. It would have been great to leave today, but we're not ready to leave today because it's supposed to be down in the 60s and the 70s through Texas. We don't want to hit that snow and all that. They had some really bad storms through Louisiana and Mississippi last week. They had some tornado warnings. I don't know if it had any tornadoes or not. But in an RV, it's not really
fun
to be in a tornado with an RV.
No. So before all that, he told me to tell you what this included. So this is through Camp Easy Ride. Marcus called us up and said, hey, why don't we do a giveaway? And so what this includes, this is their classic setup. It's a $599 value. You have to make the reservation by February 19th. So that's why we're going to do the drawing next Thursday, which will be the 9th. That way it'll give you 10 days if you were kind of thinking, but don't have all your ducks in a row, whatever. I was going to say eggs in a row. So what it includes
eggs.
Yeah, not right now. They're with gold. So I think this is the same thing. So the rental includes up to 2 occupants per period, usage of the event duration. Oh, so the whole time the event's going on. So if you're only going to be there 5 days, you're going to be there the whole 10 days. It includes however long you're going to be there. Delivery, setup, cleaning, and removal. That's all included. You don't have to do anything but show up on your bike and just go into your tent. They're high ceiling tents. They're 10 by 14. With it has a rain fly and built-in LED lighting. High rise pillow top queen air mattress, complete with linen comforters and 2 pillows. Venue power or group whisper generator with 2 outlets. High velocity bedside fan with LED lighting and a battery bank charger. Indoor area rug and a folding side table. But wait, that's not all. Comes with a small vanity mirror, an outdoor area rug, 2 folding camp chairs, an enclosed hot shower station, which you're able to use, all day coffee and water station, an ice cold bottle of water as you dismount your bike. So when you arrive, they walk up to you with an ice cold bottle of water. Coffee stations with an array of condiments, various camp games such as giant Jenga, cornhole, etc. And free, I'm going to say stuff, that's not what it says here, includes a gift along with bottled water, earplugs, ibuprofen, etc. So if you come in with a hangover, they've got ibuprofen for you. If the guy in the tent next to you is snoring, they got earplugs for you. So they've got you covered. And let's not forget about the social area. They have a large covered social area with ceiling fans, heaters, and lighting. Easy kitchen features for the community of Blackstone Grill and accessories. So if you want to go grab some hamburgers and bring them back and cook them, you can do that. A complimentary breakfast cocktail. I think he said right now they're doing Bloody Marys and screwdrivers for breakfast cocktails. 2 hot tubs, a large wading pool, a power bike wash station with an air dryer, so you can wash your bike if it gets dirty. Community dining area, secured bike parking, and much, much more. How about that? So that's what Marcus is willing to give away.
So we've been following this guy for quite a while. We've actually started following him, I think about 3 years ago. One of the first things we seen him down in Daytona.
Yep.
Over there at Cackleberry. And the first time we seen him, and then we seen him over in Sturgis. And he's got quite a nice setup, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We're actually going to be staying with him in Leesburg for a couple of days. So that'll be kind of try all that out. So it's kind of neat. What he came up with this idea was to be able to just jump on your bike, put your clothes and stuff on there, and just head on out to the next rally that you're going to. And to be able to pull up, and the tent's already set up. You've got chairs, got a little cooler for you to put your stuff in, put your beer, whatever you want to put in it. He's got a little charger there. It's not enough to run like an air conditioner or anything like that, but to charge your phone. He's got a little fan there for you if it gets a little warm. So it's not a bad idea, and because that's one of the things we see that all the time. Not so much in Daytona, but like in Sturgis, where people going down to Walmart and they get somebody to haul down there and buy a bunch of tents and sleeping bags and all this stuff, and then they just leave it. And so you're going to probably spend that much time and effort to do all that. Here you just pull up, you're done, and you're ready to go. He's got a lot of rallies he's doing all over the United States. He actually just had one a couple weeks ago down in the Florida Keys. Actually, when we called him and got him on the live, he was actually in the Florida Keys. He had a thing going on there. But some of the things he's doing with his group now is he's tied in with a couple of organizations now that he's actually, there's a lot of homeless people out there and people that have hardship or something like that. And it takes a couple of weeks for people to get in,
veterans,
especially in Florida. That's where he's at. It takes a while to get into some kind of living facility. So what he's doing is he's taken the gentle worn tents, the air mattresses, blankets, all that stuff that he uses. Every year he kind of cycles through all that stuff, brings all brand new stuff. So it's not the same old stuff that you're getting over and over and over. And so what he's doing is he's donating it to these areas to where these people can have an immediate place to stay. So have a shelter, something to get out of the rain and the wind and whatever else, and at least have a bed to sleep on. So it's kind of neat. He just started doing that this year. And so it's kind of neat. And so he's tied in with that. So the way this is going to work, is next Tuesday, because I can't do it on the live because I just checked and seen. We're going to do what Adam Amzorl did, which he messed it all up, but he got it figured out, and I was making fun of him on his
live
love jugs he was giving away. And actually, Dakota Dave, actually, one of our subscribers too, won that. So it'll be pretty neat if maybe we'll go down there and film it when he's getting it put on.
Yep, that'd be cool.
And so he won that. So what we're going to do is next Tuesday, we are going to come on with a video that's going to be saying free giveaway. And what you have to do is watch that video. At the end of that video, you're going to have to go down in the comments and you're going to have to write some kind of comment. Hey, I want to win, whatever we tell you to write. We'll write something in there and tell you guys to write something down in there. You write that down in the comments. It doesn't matter how many times you write it down. You only get one drawing per person. So it's not going to be You know, you put 100 times in there, you're going to get 100 chances. There's a thing on there you click, it's only one time. Makes it fair for everybody. So it gives you a chance to go. And if you're not planning on going to Daytona at all, don't waste it.
Yes. Don't click on the video or don't make a comment, because only if you're planning on going and don't have a place to stay and you're going to use it. So
because we
let
hate to
somebody
have
else.
we hate to have that to where, especially like this is a $599 value, and to have somebody win it and say, "Oh, okay, thanks, I'm not
And
going
then,
anyway."
yeah, I
And
want to
never
go.
know. And then we go over there and they're like, "Oh, the guy never showed up. He never registered." So there won't be a second chance drawing. There'll only be the one chance. So if you're thinking about maybe, hey, maybe I'll go to Daytona. I haven't got a place to stay yet. Maybe I'll check out that. And even if you're going down for a couple of days, it's still a pretty good deal to get you in.
So that being said, only at Keckleberry, only dry camping and tent camping's left. So all their full hookups must be gone. Or even electric, I
It
guess.
doesn't surprise me because it's everything's getting just like Sturgis now. We're hearing like we're getting off the subject, but Iron Horse over there in Sturgis, all their RV spots are gone. They only got 10 left. So she's got to get on the phone this week and start phoning all the campgrounds in Sturgis. But typically January and February is kind of the final time we put the stamp on if you're going to go to Sturgis. And so just like Daytona kind of people wait off to the last minute. But what's bad about Daytona is there's not a lot of campgrounds. There's only basically you got Cackleberry and you've got over there at Cabbage Patch. They got a little area in the back. It's more for tents. And then you've got Crazy Horse Campground here that you can stay at, which he was crazy there last year. It was packed.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of acreage there. And if you're thinking about going and you want to bring your RV or something like that, there's always room. He's always got room at the Crazy Horse Campground. Now it's boondocking, no water, well, if he's got water.
They have water you can use.
You can fill up when you come in. And but there's no dump. He might have a dump there. He does have trailers there, but the same people book it every year, so nothing's available.
Yeah, he only has like 10.
But he's got a great shower house, bath house. We were in there last year, the year before, checked it out. It was really neat. He's a great guy. He also runs the flea market up front. He's in charge of that too. So it's a really nice guy, and it's a really nice place. And a lot of people went there last year. So if you're thinking about RVing, you can't make a reservation there. You just have to show up, and you are guaranteed a spot, and tell them Bob and Tam sent you, and they'll get you right in the gate.
Yep. Right next to the flea market. That's right.
Right there at Tamaka Road and Speedway.
Laconia is full too. It's the 100th. Yes, it is. Laconia.
Yep.
So a couple of things that Marcus said I could tell you. Let's say it's two buddies that you want to come down and there's only one queen size bed. For an additional $200, he will put two beds in there. I don't know if they'll be queen size, but yeah, he said there's not a lot of room left in the tent, but he can do that. But that would be an additional charge. You do have to pay the venue fee to get in, which is $21 per day per person to stay at Crazy Horse. So that's a couple things I want to let you know about. So not to think you can just show up and you're not going to have to pay anything. And then they do have a plus package, plush, Plush. And if you want to upgrade to that, that's an additional $200. You can look on the website and see what that all includes, what the extras are. But if you do win it and you want the plush, or it's two buddies that want to come and you don't want to cuddle in a queen size bed, you can upgrade.
For that, as a person could bring another tent, you could have enough room, get a one-man tent and put it over there by the area. And because you're already paying the $21 a person to get in anyway. Yep. So what we're giving away is the place to stay at. And all the stuff that Marcus gives away, he's got drinks and coffee, and it's a really good party place. He's got a bunch of hot tubs now that he brings out and hooks up, and hey, it might be a little cool down there. You might need it. Might be too hot. It might not be worth getting in, but usually at night cools down. So it'll be pretty neat. And so we wanted to come on tonight and explain a little bit to you about that. So the way it's going to work is on next Tuesday, because I already got video set up for this weekend, all the way till Monday. She's doing a video on Monday, and already done, up and ready to go. So what we're going to do on Tuesday is there's going to be a video come up, and it's going to be titled, "Here's your chance to win your free stay in Daytona during Bike Week." And we'll have a little bit of information there, and we'll talk a little bit on that video, probably 5 or 6 minute video, won't be very long, and kind of tell you the same thing we just kind of said tonight. Then you're going to go down and make the comments in there. And the whole idea is make one comment. Doesn't matter if you make 100 in there, you're still going to get one chance. We hit a little button, and we're going to do that live, and we'll show you who wins. But if you're not interested in going, you can watch the video, but don't comment.
Right.
Give a thumbs up or something like that, because even if you write anything down, it's going to count in the drawing. So I would hate to have somebody win it that has no intentions of going to Daytona.
Yeah. So we'll, the Tuesday video is the one you're going to have to comment on if you want to win this. And then
Thursday.
we'll announce the winner on Thursday on a live.
Yep. So we're going to do another live on Thursday, which will be a short live too, probably less than an hour, that will come on and we'll talk a little bit about it and have people have a chance to go back to that video if they couldn't figure out, I don't remember what they said to do. So then you can go back to that Tuesday video and we'll say the name of the video. You can write your comment and then that'll still give you a chance to get in on that last minute. And then once we say that's it, then we'll do the little raffle thing and we'll show you the phone. And I've already done it a couple times. And who won the other day?
Stephen did.
Yeah, Stephen
won.
We were just
Stephen
practicing. It wasn't on this.
No.
From Myrtle Beach.
He just wanted to see, because
if it would
Adam
work.
Manzo had a little bit of trouble with his. He's like, I want to see how this works. And I don't know if Adam uses the same thing that we're going to be using. I don't know. But he just did it on, he just picked a video and did it. And Stephen ended up winning from Myrtle Beach.
So we tried to do it on a live just to see if we could just do it tonight and then you wouldn't have to watch Tuesday, but it won't do lives. It just said, sorry, that is.
He's on his side. He just got done eating dinner. They're all talking about Charlie Dog.
He's down here.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll check you before we leave. He's out. Getting old and tired. He's not going on the trip this year because we're going to be moving around on the motorcycle and stuff like that. Probably
going down to the Keys a couple days.
Yep, we're thinking about that. We're going to get a hold of a guy that invited us down there.
A guy that knows a guy that knows a guy.
Yeah. He's supposed to set us up for a couple of days. We'll go down in the middle of the week. It don't matter. So we want to try to get out of here next week is the goal. Coming up Monday. So we're going to be looking here. She's got to get the trailer done. The shop is not getting done. We got some couple of videos. The video that I just did today, that was filmed there with the banners in front. So no light. That's just the light from the skylights in there.
Emery got to see it, so he knows how it's like.
So we've had two people actually stop by the shop already, Emery and
Craig and Joanna.
Yep, they came by and stopped and checked it all out and got to see it. So it's kind of neat. So pretty exciting. So a lot of stuff going on. We're trying to get the boat taken apart because one of our subscribers down there, his wife actually does upholstery work. So ends up being I got to take them all apart. And what a pain in the butt that was. I did that today. We've actually got temperatures getting warm. We're in the 60s today, about 66. It was
really nice.
And tomorrow I got to spray for the weeds to make sure they don't overpower the yard when we get back.
Because we've had a lot of rain this winter.
We have a rock yard.
Yeah, so you have to spray to make sure the grass and the weeds don't come up through there. And what else did we get done today?
She put the attic. She put this in the studio part. She's put the rest of the insulation in the attic.
In the ceiling.
Yeah.
So now all we got to do, he's got a quarter of it maybe on whatever you did.
No, we've only got 4 sheets of plywood and we still need 10. So we're not, I don't know if that would be a quarter or not.
Whatever. Anyway,
so we gotta
you can go up there and walk around.
Yeah. Up a ladder.
On part of it. Yeah, up a ladder. Need to catch up with you guys at the rally. Yes, Rep, thank you. I think you've got our number, so we'll catch up with you.
And we're going to be getting there early. Hopefully, if all goes well. Like I say, we're looking right now. We got reservations to be at a campground on the 28th of February, but we're hoping to be there before that. I'd like to be the week before because we want to go downtown and check everything out and see what's going on. And we talked a little bit about that video the other day that we put out about what Main Street's up to. And there's some controversy going on out there. We do have more information on that. What they really want to do with that street, and that's a whole nother video. But the bad thing is that we've already talked to a couple other vendors that are down there on that street, and it is, other than Bike Week, it's dead. There's really nothing going on in Main Street. Daytona's not what it used to be, not what it was back in the 80s and spring breakers and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of the beach towns, have kind of died down from that kind of stuff. Too many people are traveling all over the world. They're going to Cabo, Cancun, going overseas. Even the beaches in California are really not that busy. So I don't know, maybe people just don't want to go to the beach anymore. Maybe that's what it rolls down to. You can only do so much go-kart riding and all the other junk they got on. And, if you're not a person that wants to swim in the ocean, why are you even going to the beach to start with? So
I don't know. And I was thinking about emailing Shelly again and just ask her if she wants to come on a live, and maybe she can get Teddy to come on a live and we can talk about if there's any changes, how it's going to affect Daytona Bike Week and all that stuff. I don't know. I can reach out to her and see, but as far as we know, I don't know. Teddy is very involved in.
He's on his Facebook page all the time putting stuff
rides
up. So we figure we're going to be able to meet him because actually the corporation was called Ed Morris. So this is Teddy, which is, I think his grandson or something.
Yeah, I think so.
And so I think he's kind of doing the Harley thing. And they have a couple dealerships that they bought over in Texas too. So I don't know if he's involved with any of them. We don't really go to those, so we don't know what the story is on that. But right now, if you go on their website and you look up the president, it is still Mama Rossmeyer. She's still the CEO or president or whatever of operations. And then Shelly's in charge of the daily operation. And everybody's pretty much the same positions that they had before. They're still there. I believe it's going to be the same thing that's going on at Black Hills Harley, which it did sell. Most of the time, they usually keep existing owners, management, people like that for about 4 years. Same thing Legend Shocks did when they sold out, because it gives a chance to let them people kind of figure out what they want to do, and versus, the owners just walk out the door. So there's some of the things that we're interested in is to see what they've done with the motorcycles, because those were all
the Rossmeyer's vintage motorcycles, racing motorcycles, all those they had up in the.
That's all stuff Bruce collected. So I don't think they would have sold that with the dealership, which I don't know if it's in there yet. So we're going to find out when we get down there. Should have talked to Daytona Dave, and he would have told us what was going on down there. They did close up the one down there in
Nishamena Beach.
Yep. So that's gone. That locked up. The one on Main Street, they did keep that open. They're still selling the T-shirts and all that kind of stuff. So they still have a couple other dealerships there that they've got open.
But when I was looking, they were selling the stuff on Main Street, I kind of looked up. We wanted to see where that other place was at that sold. And I did say Teddy Morris, Harley Davidson dealer T-shirt shop on Main Street. It didn't say Rossmeyer's anymore.
So we'd heard that what I think ended up happening was they didn't sell the property. They still owned it, and they're probably leasing it to them, because they were fixing the upstairs up to do stuff with it. So I don't know if the Rossmeyers sold the store down there. They may be leasing it to him, because once you're a dealer, you can't. Rossmeyers couldn't kept that store open unless they made agreement beforehand, because you have a territory and you're allowed so much. That's why a lot of we used to have a dealer. We used to buy stuff out of Missouri that you could get 20% off everything, and he had to stop last year because people whined and cried, and that's the way it goes.
Because somebody didn't get a deal. Black Hills Harley Davidson was sold, yes. We had told you that before.
That was in the process, but it was going to close before the end of the year. We didn't get the exact day that it closed. We haven't had a chance to talk with them, but the new owner is there and is involved with what's going on.
Was that the Sonic?
Yeah. Al is still there. That's the one we've always had on our channel. There used to be 4 owners of the dealership there. So Al's the only one that is staying on and helping them keep up. And they're keeping all the same staff. And what ends up being is Sonic actually owns a bunch of other dealers, Harley dealers, that suck. So there's a good chance that a lot of the people that are working at Black Hills Harley, non-rally time, might be shipped around to other dealers. And like the marketing guy that we always deal with, he told us that right away, that there's a good chance I might be gone for months at a time, helping them get these other stores up to what they do. Because that's what the Sonic guy that bought that, he decided, because they're from South Carolina is where they're from. And they're pretty big. They've got like 500 dealerships. And I always worry. Yeah. I always worry about that, because I always feel that it's more about the money and not what's really going on. But they bought Black Hills Harley because they wanted to buy something that was already successful and was running properly and didn't have any issues with it, to help them fix all the other ones that they bought. And it seems to be all across the United States, dealerships are being bought up. We just found out one of our great dealerships we like over in Utah got bought out, so we probably won't be stopping there anymore, because the people that bought it is somebody we don't agree with the way they do business. We got screwed by them. So we're always going to talk to you about, we're going to start doing that now when we talk about Harley dealers. We just did Red Rock last weekend, and that video is coming up maybe tomorrow. And what should we do? There's a dealer we highly recommend. That's actually one of our hometown dealers here that is owned by one individual, owns about 5 or 6 of them around 3-state area here. So we highly recommend him and their service, their sales, all that good stuff. So we went over there and got to see some of the new bikes, the new colors. They kind of showed us the new products that are out. So you might see some pictures on Facebook that some people have put up, but we're going to show you a video of some of that new stuff that's coming out.
Crystal Copeland's on again. Del Brett and Devin's on from Facebook.
Okay.
James Henley and Rick Rain says, "How you doing, my friends?"
Yep. So tonight's all about giving you just a little information about a giveaway for Daytona. It's a $599 value. We're going to give you all the stuff you need to come to Daytona. You just got to get there. So what you do is you come into the Crazy Horse Campground, and you're going to be able to go into
Camp Easy Ride.
Camp Easy Ride, and they'll have it all set up for you to roll off your bike, jump in the bed, have you a screwdriver or a Bloody Mary, and have a good old time. And they have a lot of neat stuff that goes on out there, and we try to stop in off and on during his events. Cabbage Patch was a little different. I'm kind of glad he got out of the Cabbage Patch. He also was over there at Cackleberry. They didn't care for those two establishments, and so he's brought it up now to a bigger area. He'll have a nice area there that he'll have fenced off just for his. He's also got something really special he's going to try for an entertainment time, which we can't say much about it. But if you end up winning this, and we may film some of this if he lets us do it, that he's going to have some special guests show up and talk to you guys. So that'll be kind of neat. And that will be his first time to try it out. And he may be doing it at more of his events. We'll have to see how this turns out and who it might be.
Yeah, well, he told me the name of what he was going to call it. I think it's called Campfire Jam Session. So I don't know. We'll have to see. And yes, Del, you didn't dream that. What we heard was the Main Street drawbridge is old and they can't get replacement parts. So when it breaks, I think they're going to tear it down. I don't know if they're going to rebuild it.
Well, they're not, because they have two other highways on either end down there that you can cross that they don't need to do. So the city has said, no, if that bridge breaks, that's it. They're going to tear it down. They're going to close Main Street down, and that'll be the end of it. And that could be why Daytona is thinking about what they're doing with this. A lot of people say, oh, the people that bought it, they're still going to let Dirty Harry and all them still be there. It's true. I said that. This year they are going to be there. But who says what they're going to be there next year? And we'll have to wait and see. But we've heard a lot of gossip. We started hearing this about 3 years ago, that the problem that Daytona has is about 2 blocks past Main Street, going from the ocean there. There's nothing open after that. Humphrey's down to the jewelry store is about the only place that's open the rest of the time. And we have a lot of you down there that are in Daytona actually says, yep, you're right. It's a dead. Nobody wants to go down there. You go down to the other end, and they've got there's other places to do shopping at, things like that. So there's
souvenir shops.
There's just not a lot down in that area to get you down there. They used to have all the carnival rides and all that kind of stuff, and people really just don't seem to be doing that kind of stuff anymore. Just go over to Disneyland if they want to do something like that.
Pay a fortune.
Yeah, but then people say, "Oh, look at all the money they're losing from the motorcycles if they change that, if they stop parking on Main Street and all that stuff." Well, the problem that you have is it's just a very short period of time.
10 days.
And it's not like Sturgis. Sturgis can calculate what they make. And in Daytona, it's very hard because why? It's a tourist area. It's like I said before, I think there's only 17,000 hotel rooms in all of Daytona area.
Not much.
So there's not a lot of rooms there to start with. And I would say that 75% of those rooms are rented to people that are tourists, that are not bikers. And a lot of them are timeshares. I just seen something the other day that a bunch of them are being sold down there, and they're turning them into condos, rental property. There's a lot of them on there right now. You can go down there, $1,500, $1,200, $1,300. People are renting out their condo. And you can do that. Just check, make sure it's all legit, and you're going to get your place, and you're giving money to the right person.
We'll have to ask Deb and Mike, because they rent from a guy that owns a condo right there on the beach. So we'll have to see if his condo is still going to be available for Daytona Bike Week and Biketoberfest.
And so a lot of that stuff, it still could all be available. It's just that Main Street may just disappear. And somebody wrote me the other day and said, hey, they never have closed Main Street down. Yeah, the last 3 years we've been going down there. The first year we went down there, Main Street was closed in the afternoon, like Saturday and Sunday. It was pretty much closed. Friday and Saturday, because it was closed all day long. Now, last year it got to be where they closed it for a while. They opened it up. They closed it a while.
They said it just depended. I guess they didn't have enough police patrol. And if a police officer was there to man it, to say no cars, then there was no cars allowed down.
If you put the barricades close enough that only bikes can go through, you really don't. Sturgis doesn't have a police officer in every freaking corner either.
Well, they didn't want it, and the cars still got through.
Yeah.
Last year. Anyway.
Another story.
Yep.
So what you got to do is watch our video on Tuesday, and that's going to be the video that you'll need to make your comment on to get into the drawing. And then on that Thursday, we're going to come back live again, and we're going to draw the winner. and talk a little bit about it, give people a little chance to come over if they didn't get a chance here to figure out what's going on, have a chance to come on Tuesday night or Thursday night and still enter into the contest. And then 30 to 45 minutes into it, we'll draw the drawing and that'll be the end. Now, Sunday, we are still having this Sunday, non-football. We're going to do our regular live and talk about all the exciting stuff, talk about when we're planning on leaving for Daytona, any questions that you have and concerns about all that kind of stuff. Hopefully she'll have the rundown on the campgrounds that still have anything available and what's available.
In Sturgis.
I seen Michael Ballard was on the other day on his Facebook page and said they've still got some hookups at Pappy Hoyle. They got about 1,000 campsites altogether. I didn't catch if he said full hookups or just electric. I don't think they probably have sewer hookups. I'm not even sure. I think he does. They have some out there.
I don't know.
You guys call out there and talk to
Penny.
and she'll give you all that information if you're interested in going there. But I know a lot of the campgrounds, most campgrounds out there are small, so they don't have a lot of stuff. The Steel Pony, I think that's where Monkey Man's going to be staying at. It's smaller. They only have a handful of campsites. When those gone, they're gone. They got their cabins. That's it. They don't really have tent area, maybe up on top of the hill. But a lot of the other ones going out towards like where the Iron Horse is at, there's like 4 or 5 campgrounds along there. They're not real big.
Rest and Ride.
They've only got a handful of RV
sites.
sites. Yeah, usually most of them all have, which I always tell people that. People always say, how hard is it to find a campsite if I got to bring a tent?
Anywhere.
That's right.
Except the city park.
Yeah. You're never, ever, ever going to have trouble finding a place to pitch a tent.
Probably not.
Because there's always somebody, go in somebody's yard, you go in even stay at the Sturgis campground down there. They've got stuff right downtown there you can stay on. You can go over to Days Inn, you can go up to Hog Heaven, you can go out to what's the other one?
Eagle's
No,
Nest?
Eagle. The people have bands. People that were closed for a while this year-round people.
Oh, kickstands.
Kickstands. They always have places for tents and stuff down there. So you could always find a place to pitch that tent. So that's not an issue. Daytona's a different story. There it gets kind of tough, getting kind of hard. Crazy Horse is probably pretty much, but the bad news is they don't have a lot of shade out there because it's a field. And so
that's why they have so much room. All that area along the 95 there is all theirs. Because that's why I said, what happens if you get full? He says, all those pastures, I'll just push the cows out into the next pasture and then I'll open that one. Oh, cows, horses, I don't know. They have pastures, that's all I know. So a rundown on what this video is about today is Marcus is going to give away a classic setup.
What's the name of it?
$599 Camp Easy Ride.
There you go.
Is that what I said?
No, you didn't say. You just said Marcus.
So it's good for 2 people. It has 1 bed, 1 queen size bed. You get all the normal things that he gets, the 2 chairs outside, comes with all the amenities that he has. You do have to pay the venue price to get in, $21 per day per person. And if you want to upgrade, you can, but it's an additional cost. This is for his classic setup. And the way you have to win that is watch our Tuesday video, next Tuesday's video, make a comment only if you're planning on coming and you want to use it. Make a comment, and then on next Thursday's live, we'll draw whoever wins on Thursday.
On
How about that?
Yep. So that
a couple more people. This Cece says kickstands for me. That must be where he stays or she stays. Gentle Eagle has place for tents too. Yeah, that's the one. I think it's right on top of where Days Inn is at. Yeah. So, alrighty. So are we done then?
Yep. So that we're going to.
Live.
Yep. We're not going to be because Sunday is going to be the big live. We're going to do. Go back to what we used to do because the next Sunday is going to be Super Bowl, and we're not going to fool at all with Super Bowl weekend doing anything during that weekend. Most people are too drunk or
too busy watching the game.
Yeah.
That's usually all year. Any football game we watch, that's usually the one we're going to watch. We don't watch it for the football game. We watch it for the
Last year was on the road too, I think, when it was on.
Might have been. I don't know.
I don't think we watched the game last year.
It's across from the chip. Oh yeah. There is one back there. Yeah, that's a nice one too.
That's Butte Mountain?
No, it's this one. Eagles, Gentle Eagle.
That's the one that's behind.
Is
that the one
Camp
we drove?
Zero's here, and it's right next to Camp Zero.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that one we drove back down there.
No, it's not the one way back there.
On the other side.
Somebody says you'll see us in the spring. Krispy Kreme says, wow, very cool. And it's across the ship. Okay. So thanks for hanging out with us tonight. That's the lowdown on the giveaway we're going to have. If you're thinking about going to Daytona, you don't have a place to stay yet, check that out. Tuesday's video. See the winner on the live on Thursday. So thanks for hanging out with us. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. we'll see you on the next video.
2 more.
Great show tonight. Thanks, HD. And don't leave us. I'll have to talk to the wife now. All right. Talk about it and then look at Tuesday's video.
2 more.
No, I know. Where you go? That was Mark. This one. Have a great night. You too, Rat Pink. Crispy K says pinky hand waving. And person turquoise waving. I don't know what that is. See y'all later.
Right. Still got another one, a Facebook person.
Says bye. Who is it?
Bye. Bye.
Terry Scott. Hey,
Earthquake.
Terry.
Earthquake. Earthquake.
You know who Terry
Right.
Scott is?
Not right off.
You just spent the last week with him.
No.
Weekend.
Didn't know his last name.
Bye.
I'm bad with names. If you ain't figured that out, you're on the wrong show. I finally remember his first
Terminator.
name. I found
He
him.
said it the other day, and I said, Red Pink wasn't even on. He's the one that likes it. Terminator.
I'll be back. We'll be back on Sunday. I'm the Terminator, and I will be back on Sunday for our live. So
Bye.
be here because there ain't no freaking football game on. Bye. One more click. Bye.